Okay, I am here now. I'm actually going to just give me a moment because I'm going to post this link uh, in my Discord so that people know. Okay, so there we go. Hopefully, this is working. And okay, I see. Hey, Delusions, I see you there. Hi, John. Hi, Bill. Oh, so good. Okay, I fixed it. Apparently, you can't change the settings, apparently. Things are dumb. I'm stupid because I'm very bad at this. Oh, my stream is slightly askew. Just give me a moment. Let me see if I can fix that. Oh, is that better? Not that it matters really all that much, but hey, I figured it out. So, hi guys, this is my first live stream. I'm kind of nervous because I've never done this before, but I'm streaming. Yay! So I thought just for a first stream, it was actually a suggestion from one of my patrons, which was just do an ask me anything. So you know, I really don't know what to say else. Yeah, unscripted content. This is nerve wracking, to be honest. Very nerve wracking. But I've wanted to do this for a while because, I know a lot of you. I'm seeing names I recognize from Discord, and I've talked with a lot of you, but not all of you are on Discord. So I don't get to talk to a lot of people who Yes, I do. Sorry, I see Jesse. I do have a little birthmark there. Yeah, whenever I've showed this my YouTube channel to like friends, that is the first thing they know. Be like, "Hey, she has the thing like you do." So that's why I put it there. So sorry, I just saw delusions. Yeah, that might be. Yes, please, thank you. So. Yeah, so that is okay. That was the first question. That was the first ask me anything was, do I have a beauty mark? Do you know what my father used to call it when I was a little girl? She used to call it, he used to call it my kissing spot, which is a bit weird, but I was a little girl. It was cute. So, yes. My favorite part about being okay, so Dana Zool, for those of you on Discord, has asked, "What's my favorite part about being a YouTuber?" Um, it is the community. I don't know if that's necessarily a thing that's come. It did sort of come about as a result of being a YouTuber, but it ended up because I was a YouTuber. I ended up finding Discord and the community that I've met on Discord. Uh, Rotten spots. That's not sorry. I was being all anyway. The community that I found on Discord has been great, and like just yesterday, I was talking with some people in a Discord channel, and it was actually Delusions was saying some things about Egwene that I had not put together, and it is like it talking with people and even reading the comments to my YouTube videos gives me new insight on these books that I've been obsessed with for more than half of my life. So that has been enlightening. Like I listening to the conversation that I was having yesterday, I literally was thinking, oh, maybe I need to make a new video about Egwene because these are things that I hadn't thought of. And I love that. I love getting that new perspective on these characters. Um, how many yachts have I purchased? I have purchased two fractions of fictional yachts. So, yes, my YouTube millions. Um, have I considered a Patreon goal of allowing patrons to purchase additional body parts? Uh, I have, okay, some of you know this because we have, talked on YouTube. I spent about 2 years trying to figure out how to do a YouTube channel with an avatar because I didn't want to deal with the baggage that went with being just to be frank, a woman on the internet with opinions. It's just people will attack you personally and they will attack your physical appearance first as a woman, and I just didn't feel like dealing with that. So I spent 2 years trying to figure this out. I looked into things like Face Rig and, oh, I can't remember, but nothing worked properly, and it was quarantine that just made me go, I give up. I give up. I'm gonna just use the Memoji and figure out how to do that. So that was it. The Memoji does not have additional body parts, but there is like a new software that I've seen that has additional body parts, but it is not publicly available yet, so I can't use it. How is it dealing with a time difference? Yeah, that is a that is a hard thing. The reason I'm able to do this right now is because it's Lunar New Year, so I have a day off. There's no work, so it's the reason I'm not at work right now. Basically, what happens is, for the most part, if I want to do a live stream, it's going to be in the middle of the night for most of you, or or I'm gonna have to wake up in the middle of the night, and it because I'm the other times I'm at work. The weekends are all booked up with other walk creators, so it's just, yeah, the time difference is a bit hard. Hey, Ridima, I see you there. If I could have a cameo, okay, Anders. Sorry, Anders. I'm just going to call you Anders. Anders asks if I could have a cameo in the Watt show. Where would I want to place my disembodied floating head? Ooh. Well, there's something coming up that you're going to see. It's going to be on Nablis's channel. And I don't want to give too much there, but I'm going to have a cameo on Nablis's channel where you might see something that I have done with my disembodied head. But let's see, where would I put, like, anywhere in the show? Anywhere that Nynaeve is, quite frankly. Like, if Nynaeve is thumping someone with her thumping stick, I want to see Nynaeve thumping someone with her thumping stick. If Nynaeve is yelling at someone for no reason whatsoever, I want to watch Nynaeve yell at someone for no reason whatsoever. I just want to watch Nynaeve do anything. Yes. Aw, thanks, Bill. That's Over the Sky in Fulma. Yes, I choose that option. Sorry. Shantz. Okay, another thing. You all, if you ever look in my comments and see Shantzany commenting, read them. My last video, well, not my last one, I don't know, one of my latest videos, the Elida video, reading Shantzany's comment made me mad, because everything she said, I was like, oh, damn it, I wish I'd said that. Oh, damn it, I wish I'd said that. Oh, damn it, I wish I'd said that. It was very frustrating. I wished that I just sent her my video first and been like, what do you think? And then gotten her replies and then said it myself so that I sounded super smart. So, Delusions of Grendel. If you had to choose one book out of the 15 and you have to choose, which one would you put a cat on? Oh, this is brutal. Okay. If I have to choose, I will pick a book that there's a freaking cat in. Okay? There's cat in like Scratch is in the Shadow Rising, I think. I think that you see Scratch in the Shadow Rising. And in like the later books, no, those are dogs. It just has to be a book with a cat. It can't be a book with no cat. Also, none of these cats are important. I don't want to put a cat in the book. But loophole. Lopars are cats, see? And I would put a Lopar on the cover of a book with the Seanchan. Haha. Done it. Fixed it. Okay. One of Min's visions. Okay. That's a good place, actually, for the floating head. John Lofgren, the book cover videos. Yeah, the book cover videos are really fun to do, and I do them because I like it. I collect all the book covers. Those videos are actually really popular with, how do I say this, my hardcore viewers, like the viewers who watch most of my videos, or the people who are on Discord. They're really popular. They are my least viewed videos if you actually look through. I do plan to do all the books, don't worry, but I am just spreading them out because it hurts my analytics, my algorithm, every time I release one, because it's like my views will go, I mean, not that I'm not like up to the other level, but my views will go from like 1,000 or 1,500 to like 300, because they're just the least viewed ones. Seems about Lanfear. You want to watch Lanfear do any? I mean, Lanfear is attractive. So yes, I can see this. Also, I know actually, okay, the Dusty Wheel did an episode about Lanfear, and it's the same thing as I said mentioned, just about being in the community. Hearing Matt talk about Lanfear had me thinking about Lanfear in a way that I just never had before, and I love that about this community because like those of us who are really deep into these books have been thinking about these books so much that everybody has different like different viewpoints and different perspectives that when you hear them it opens your eyes to a new way of thinking about people. All right, sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with the chat. Manfear. Manfear is better than Lanfear. Yes, no question. uh Let Jenny yacht. Okay. Uh yes. Yeah, that's a good idea. Do a cover video, keep it till I have a better viewed one. That's yeah. I just try and space them out a bit. Plus, I will also say those the cover videos and the other ones that I know people really like the meme reviews, they require some of the most editing because they are spontaneous. Like I record them live, so I don't necessarily know what I'm gonna say or what I'm gonna do or what I'm gonna see. So they are the ones that require a lot of like the most work, quite frankly. So sorry, just the dusty well. Hearing myself talk about Lanfear opened my eyes to new ways of thinking about Lanfear. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes just talking things out, you reason things in a new way in your mind. That's true. Like when I've been writing notes for characters, like my what video? Fail. Writing my notes for the Fail video, I had thoughts like the simple fact that, for example, she was being bullied. It was one of those things that I hadn't occurred to me really in detail until I was writing it out. Being like, yeah, Berlin is bullying Fail, and we just sort of let that go because Berlin's, she's got big boobies and she's hot, and people just that's fine. They don't pay attention to the fact like she's bullying a child, basically. But okay, da-da-da. Yeah, the cover videos are a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing them. I mean, I obviously that's why I started doing them in the first place. But they are just I think it's just because they're really long that they get the least amount of views. I try to make them short, but then I like end up the only way to shorten them is to remove some of the covers, and then that defeats the purpose of the video. So okay. Uh, the Dusty Wheel. How much time do I estimate I've spent searching for Wheel of Time images? Oh my god. Ah. Literally, it's like every time I'm like, if I'm online and I'm in Discord just chatting, chances are I'm going through Instagram, and it's Instagram, DeviantArt, and ArtStation are the main places. And then when I discovered Tumblr, oh my goodness, Tumblr was like, oh wow, there's a whole new like realm of what art that I have. It's hours, like not even hours, days probably. And I just like I'll be chatting with you guys in Discord, just scrolling through stuff and trying to think of new terms to search for. Initially, like I immediately just searched for Nynaeve, Moraine, Rand, Matt. Like Matt was a hard one to search for because his name is too common. Like his name is an actual name. So he was a hard one to search for, but then trying to think of like, okay, what characters or what words will get me Wheel of Time art that I haven't searched for already. That's the new thing that I'm trying to figure out how to do. So hey, if you have any ideas of words that are exclusive to Wheel of Time that I could search for, that's good. But I right now basically on Instagram I just follow a ton of artists, and on ArtStation and DeviantArt I follow a bunch of artists, so when they post new things I see them. Yeah, Bart of the Red Hand. Yeah, we had the same experience when doing your video on Parent and File. Yeah, when you're writing out your thoughts, it makes you have to focus on them, and you start thinking of new things. Uh, time for a barreling video. Appreciate the titties. Oh my gosh, I barreling. I have thoughts. I feel like there is so much opportunity for her to be an interesting character, and she ended up just being the Jezebel. The Jezebel who you're supposed to like because I don't know. It drives me crazy. She's the Jezebel that you're supposed to like, but then she turns out she's not really a Jezebel so that you can actually like her. Like, it's the whole thing. Um, yeah. So, oh, how do I okay, there we go. The meme videos are all, I love the meme videos too. I'm I have one recorded and I have to edit it, but as I said before, the meme videos are the they're like the meme videos and the cover art videos are the ones that require the most editing because they're just it's I don't know what I say in them, and then I go through them and I have to fix them out. The Bartleman, got to be careful of the sexy fan art. Yeah, some of you know this. I discovered a thread or how do I call it? A sort of subsection of fan art that there's a group of people who they ship Maggedion and Moradin, and there's a whole like realm of fan art about them, and apparently they have children together, and it was a disturbing thread to find. I don't want to shame anybody. Your kink, your fantasy, you're allowed to fantasize about whatever you want, but that was just just not something that I was ready for, and ready to realize it was a whole community of people that really were into it. So yes. I don't know what's happening with Nodin, but Nodin, I love you too. And I don't know if you all know this. I'm just going to say this here because I know Nodin will love it. Nodin is very, very sexy and handsome and funny and smart. And I said that in a public live stream, Nodin. Sorry. Anyway, let's see. Let's catch up. First a Barrelane video, then a Grendel video. A Grendel video I've been asked for a while. Barrelane, I've never even thought about doing a Barrelane video, to be honest. But I mean, I have things to say, so I'm way too opinionated. So, Bella was the best character. I mean, we're all like spoilers out. My videos tend to be spoilers out. That was heartbreaking, wasn't it? When she made it so far. She made it so far, and then done. So. Okay, yes, you're right, Jess. I'm not too opinionated. I am just the right amount of opinionated. Would I trade Bella for Tam? For the memes, yes. In reality, no. In reality, no. Tam is a human. Bella is a horse. I am going to choose a human over a horse. I'm sorry. As much as I love Bella, I will always pick the human over the animal. So, Bella lives in the companion? Sorry. Okay, the Bard of the Red Hand is saying Bella lives in the companion. That is really? Okay. Huh. I'm very shocked by that. That is interesting. So, okay. Comment Anders found Tumblr so much new art. Yeah, Tumblr is like there's just a lot of Wheel of Time art on Tumblr. Just a ton. Fully recommend it for deep dive. And yes, crazy shipping. Very crazy shipping. Tumblr apparently is like that is the place to go for the sexy SECSI, the sexy art and the sexy stuff. So I will always pick the animal because humans are terrible. For the memes, yes. For the memes. In reality, between Tam and Bella. Anyway, so okay. We know how much you love Zoe and are looking forward to her performances, Nynaeve. What excites you about the rest of the cast? I will say, like, okay, I'm very much looking forward to Zoe's performance. She did not take over my headcanon when I saw her. Whereas Marcus Rutherford immediately, like I saw his face and he became Perrin in my head. I don't like it was something about his eyes. I don't know what it was, but now when I think of Perrin, his image is in my head. And I don't want to like he didn't replace a previous image. I'm not particularly visual when I read. Like I hear their voices, I don't necessarily see their faces. But his face, now I see Perrin's face. That became the case. None of the other actors have done that for me yet. So I'm quite excited to see what Marcus Rutherford can do. Um, I'm also really, really excited for Daniel Henney as Lan, specifically for very selfish reasons, because he is Korean and he's a big deal. Like when I watch YouTube here, I would say about a third of the commercials before YouTube videos start are Daniel Henney. He is a huge deal in Korea. So I'm hoping that because he's in the show, it's going to get press here and people here will start watching it and I can actually start to talk about it with my friends. Because right now it's, oh, Jenny's really obsessed with these, like there's too many books and they aren't translated to Korean. I just sound crazy. So it would be very nice. So Bella is a hero of the horn. Yeah, that might be what that might work. Am I the only one that didn't really like Barrowlane at all? Whoa, I scrolled down and then I missed something. Okay, sorry, gotta go back up. Okay, Matt Rubin. Am I the only one that didn't really like Barrowlane at all? She was pretty. I think we're supposed like. I'm not a fan of her because I find what she does like she much like many of the predatory women in these books, she has no understanding of consent. Like she pushes past the line like that I would draw in my mind with both Rand and Perrin. So that just immediately I'm not a fan of that. And then she decides that she's going to continue pushing past that line with Perrin just to piss Fail off, which is just it's a stupid reason to do it. It's petty. It's ridiculous. But she's a competent leader and I like that. And I wish that they hadn't like had this competent, very sexual, although apparently not, and I hate that they undermine that too, but I'm saying they, the book, Robert Jordan, I undermine that too. Like I hate that they had this competent sexual woman also be incredibly petty and not respecting consent. And the other competent sexual woman that we have in the books is oh gosh, what's her name? Tylan, and it's the same thing where she's a competent woman, she loves sex, and then just has no understanding of consent. And I don't like that that's a consistent thing. It just drives me a bit crazy. I didn't even know the companion had stables. Okay, yeah, so apparently Bella lives and has a foal in the companion. I might decide that that's canon because, I mean, okay, again, I will choose the human, but Bella made it so freaking far. She made it so freaking far. Anyway, I'm talking about reality. In reality, Jess, you will choose animals over humans. Okay, I'm a little behind in the chat, so noted. Can I please say something nice about Rand to annoy Shansany because he missed it last time? I like Rand. Okay, this is a very weird thing to say. Rand is a character that I think about the least. He is the main character I know. He's the protagonist. But I said this yesterday in a discussion. I feel like he's the thing happening in the books, and the other characters are the people. But I do like him. I want him to be happy and peaceful. I feel like at the end of the books when he's like off, I don't want anything more happening in his life really that isn't nice and pleasant because I feel like he's been through the ringer. I think he's got a good heart. Like I think he wants to do the right thing and wants to do the best. But I think that is true for most of our characters that they want to be the best, and they just have and Rand, like more than most, has just really unfair circumstances in his life. So, but I honestly, making me think about Rand. He's the I'm sorry. So, oh, the Bard. Okay, the Bard of the Red Hand, Vance. You should check out his channel. But he said just pulled his companion out to confirm, and it says she was thought to be dead, but unaccountably survived. Oh my gosh. Okay, so again, a thing we were discussing last night. This is a case of unreliable narrator. The unreliable narrator thought Bella died, but then no, she lived. Woohoo! That's all right. Canon. It's canon. Bella survived. Yes. So, okay. Da, da, da. Okay, I keep going. Sorry, I'm scrolling. Sorry, I realized dead air. Not shouldn't have dead air. So I'm just scrolling through trying to find some questions or something. Hated Barrowlane, Gnome and Guardian. Hated Barrowlane in early reads. I reread this whole series for each new books. Later books, you see all the competence you're told about in the early books. It's true. Like, yeah, she is apparently very, and it's true. You see her being good at her job. I just don't like that it was undermined with this predatory thing. So, uh, yeah. Okay. Wolf Brother 7. Getting used to the actors and actresses not sounding like Kate and Michael will be hard at first. I 100% agree with this. I was on a live stream with Michael and Kate, and I don't, how many of you got to see it, but I like my brain exploded. I did not realize they were going to be there, and I like exploded and was trying to explain it to some friends here how big a fan I am of theirs. And it doesn't like, they're my favorite audiobook narrators. It's such an incredibly niche thing to be a fan of that it doesn't make any sense. But they are like, I was trying to explain it to a friend and say, like, they are the actors who've been playing these roles in my head for I'd say maybe 10 or 15 years. I don't know how long I've been listening to the audiobooks, but they are the initial actors. They are like, no matter how long the show goes on for, Michael and Kate will have been playing the role for longer in my mind. So they are the original actors. So it's going to be hard, but I will do it. It'll be fine. It's, adds a new medium to it or a new level. Band of the Red. Harriet and Maria found out RJ killed off Bella and yelled at him until he fixed it. Is that true or are you joking? Because that would be fantastic. If it's true, oh, that would make me so happy. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Daniel Henney, lots to talk about Daniel Henney. Yeah, I'm hoping that he brings in the Korean audience because he's big. He is big here. And yes, Bill, I want to see Kate Redding as Varen. I don't think it will happen. I doubt it, but I think she would be fantastic. She like Kate and Michael are actors. Like they both have a huge theater background. They could pull it off, but I doubt it would work. All right. Barrowlane delusions. Barrowlane is robbed of perspective and read almost exclusively through the male gaze and nose. Yeah, she's got substance, but Perrin has to go and be the worst and ruin it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, delusion's not particularly a fan of Perrin, but yes, she is she is only ever really described by either Perrin or other men or women who are jealous of her. Which the jealousy, I'm not a fan of that trope just being dragged out. I don't know. Maybe it is a generational thing, or it's that the book was written by a man. But I just don't know women who are as jealous as that. Like I see, granted I'm a lesbian, so maybe I don't know. I'm not straight, but when I see a beautiful woman, I am not jealous of her. I think, oh, she's pretty. That's nice that she's pretty. Like it doesn't make me hate her. Anyway. And I will lead the K-pop stands. Woohoo! Yeah. K-pop and Daniel Henney, not exactly the same thing, but I will try. So, yeah, 15 books in a second language. Too much to read. I don't like whenever I've looked it up, because I've looked it up over the 8 years that I've been here to see that it was translated in Korean, a Korean publishing company bought the rights and then they just never did anything with it. So, yeah. Am I thinking of doing a video on Varen? I hadn't thought of doing a video on Varen. Not because I don't love her. I love Varen. I think she's fantastic. I don't know that there's a lot to say about her. Like, yeah, like that is beyond just, I think it's really cool when Varen did this. I also think it's really cool when Varen did this. Did you see when Varen did this? That was really cool. Like, that would be my video. I don't know. I would have to think about that. Shansine says, one has to wonder, given how much of the story we see through the myopic lens of Perrin, Matt, and Rand, just how much nuance we've missed in the other characters. I think this is very true. Not even just between their lens, like just I I mean I've said this before. I don't know what my opinion was about, say, Nynaeve originally, but I wonder if I just took her at her word. Like characters lie about themselves all the time. So even like it's the unreliable narrator thing, right? So they will say things about themselves that are just wrong. Like the classic one is Matt being selfish and not a hero, and then he goes off and does unselfish heroic things. Like he's lying about himself. Nynaeve is constantly lying about herself. Characters do that all the time. So it takes a reread to pick up on the actual truth about them that isn't said in the narration. Two men, but yes, Beryllian has only been with two men in the books, and I really do not like that. I wish that they hadn't done that. I wish they had just let her be a sexual woman. So, da-da-da. Okay. Sorry, I have to go. I'm falling behind. I'm talking too much. Oh, this is. I thought maybe I wouldn't have anything to say in a live stream, but there you go. Uh, it's Chansone's art. Rand is a meanie head, poopy pants, and not nice face. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, okay. I think it's because his story is predictable, whereas everyone else is doing stuff, and it's way more interesting. I'm assuming you're saying this, Jesse, about Rand, and that might be true. I don't know. I know, like, as much as I've said, I don't remember really my interest or my who I liked the first time I read the books. I know I liked Rand. I know I did, and I know that it was the Rand story the first time I read it because that's just how stories are, right? The main character is the main character, and everybody else is around them. It was rereads that made me think and start seeing other characters, and just Rand just kept going further and further down the list of characters that I liked. Not because I started liking him less, it was because I started liking other characters more, and they became more interesting. So, okay. All right. Harriet. Okay, so it's true that they like basically yelled yelled about Bella, and now Bella lives. Woohoo! Okay. Um da, da, da. This has turned into a Barrelane live stream. Okay. Um, okay. Just, yeah, it was. I'm such a fan of Kate and Michael. I don't. They as I said, they're the actors who've read the books. Delusions of Grendel. We have cast Matt as Lanfear, Nubbles as Grainbliss, and given the opportunity, what character would I choose to dress as in drag? All right, so if I'm dressing in drag, then I am a man. So, ooh, I mean Bail Domon, just because it do be fun to talk like this. It would be so fun. I can do a beard with the emoji. Does Bail Domon need a body? Oh, he's a properly set up man. I suppose he needs a body. What other male character could I do? Ooh. Uh. Oh, or okay, no, it's dress as. So it has to be me. Okay. um. Anyway. Uh. Okay. Yeah, my brother and sister are Wattfans, but not audiobooks. Okay. Yes, thank you for quoting me. Granted, I'm a lesbian. I'm not straight. This is a fact. Sorry. But surprised Pikachu face. Oh, okay. Just completely non-wheel of time. I love that like the memes become things that we can just say and then everybody knows about. Uh, Noman Garden. That Korean company is going to make bank once the show comes out. Yeah, or they've let the rights expire because like it's from 2012 or something. Like it's a while back that they bought the rights. But one of the things actually I very secretly said this, but I've made it very clear that I am in Korea. I have a YouTube channel about the Wheel of Time. I hope that if they do, when the show comes out and they do start doing the translation, that they contact me because there are things like when you do a translation, if they just do a direct translation, they're going to miss things because there's like wording that hints at things in later books that if they don't translate it properly, that keeps that nuance, it's going to lose the foreshadowing and whatever. Anyway, there's a bit of a translation problem that I've noticed with the way things are translated in into Korean. Very famous example. The end of the which Avengers movie where Samuel L. Jackson, like uh, I forget his character's name, but he says mother, and it's very clear that he's about to say mother beep. I'm not cursing because of YouTube, whatever. It's very clear what he's about to say in English. The Korean subtitles say Omma, which is Korean for mother. So Koreans thought that he realized he was about to die and was calling out for his mom. Like instead of being, oh, he's being badass and cool, it was, oh, he's so sad because he misses his mommy. Like you need to have somebody who's doing the translating who knows what they're doing because it drives me kind of crazy. So, okay. Les Bail Doman. Yes. Egyanin would love to know. Hey, I would be down for that. I bet Egyanin is a looker. She's tough, so. Jesse, if I ever come to JordanCon and don't cosplay as Bail Doman, I will be so angry. I have done like a fake beard before. It is really itchy. I don't know if I could handle it for a while. I once like for Halloween dressed up as a werewolf and I had like fake hair taped to my face and all over my hands and my chest and stuff. And then as the night went on, I just got progressively itchier. So I started taking the hair off and I took it off everywhere. Didn't realize until the end of the night that the one place I had taken it off was my chest. And so I just had hair coming out of the top of my shirt and it just looked like I had a hairy chest. And it was, anyway, all the pictures were crazy. So there was a fair amount of Bermuda in that pirate slang. Not Bermudian accent sounds completely different, and I can't put it on unless I'm talking to a Bermudian. But no, it doesn't. That was just very, very fake Scottish. That anyway. Okay, how far behind? Okay, I'm not. I think I've caught up. I think I've caught up. Nick Fury, thank you, Nick Fury. Okay. All right. I've caught up to the chat, so I'm not too far behind. Anyway, there we go. But yes, translation context is very key. So I'm just letting it be known. If the translators, when the show comes out, want some help, I will not be able to do it, but I will be able to point out, oh, when you translate this, be sure to keep in this nuance. So yeah. Anyway, so I don't know how. Okay. I don't really know. I was trying to figure out how to see how long I'd been doing this live stream. But thank you guys so much for coming to watch. I think I'll just maybe go for another 5 minutes. So if anyone has any more questions or any thoughts or suggestions or whatever, please just let me know. So anyway, yeah, no, Bail Doman. I'm trying to. Sorry. Okay. So the question was, what other characters do I ship? Any characters? Okay, Ryan. Do I ship any characters that aren't couples in canon? Not particularly. If I were to, I would end up shipping some dudes. I think just because there isn't like there's some canon gay guys at the end, but we don't really even see who they're dating. I would like to see some guy on guy action in the books. I mean, even the lady on lady action, I'm not particularly a fan. I've talked about this of how it's portrayed. It's just always very transient and they're not actually lesbians. They're just, using each other to get off because there's no dudes around. I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, who would I put together though? What guys would I put together? What I would actually, who I think would be Matt, because Matt is like Matt and Telmanis or Matt and someone like that. Like I feel like Matt has very bi or pan energy, so I think that would be cool. Like he has his ladies, and then Matt is a disaster bisexual. Yes, okay, Jesse's on me there, but yeah, I'd have Matt be like pan. Just anybody, anything. He's interested in anything. Although, and then he could have the Ogier kink that I talked about in that video. But yes. Okay, Emerald Sedai. Am I doing a song parody for the contest? Yes, I have submitted it. I'm very excited about it. I spent way too long on that video, by which I mean I spent just the right amount of time because I shouldn't. So I'm very proud of it. I worked really, really hard on it. I'm not going to tell you anything else about it, but watch the song parody contest. I'm super excited to see. I know, Jesse, have you finished your lyrics? Because you started working on it, Jess. Have you finished it? So um, I know Jess is working on one. Vance, have you finished yours? Vance, I'm seeing other people in the chat. I know somebody else in the chat who has submitted theirs. Jess, get on it. You gotta finish your lyrics. Jess, you sing like a freaking angel. You got to get on it. So join, and anybody else in here who has even a modicum of musical talent. I barely have any. Join the contest. It means it's fun. It's fun. Someone asked, yes, what does shipping mean in this context? Ship, it's short for relationship. It's people that you want to be in a romantic relationship. So, oh, Emerald and Lukey working on mine. Needs a cowboy hat and a fake beard. Hey, not hard things to get. Get one. Okay. And Koala Gardens is doing one with their daughter. That's fantastic. Okay, so I'm hearing about more song parodies. Yes, yes, this is good. This is good. Okay, this is exciting. Everybody should join the song contest. It is fantastic. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about it. So, yes. Delusion says Matt is pan and you will never change my mind. I think it's true. He has very pan energy. So Ogier Kink is a different streaming services. I will not put Ogier Kink. I already did put it on YouTube. But yes. Yes. All right, Bill. Oh, thank you. Thanks for allowing us to peek in your mind. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming out. This has been really fun. My first live stream, very nervous. I don't know how often I will do live streams because it is like because of where I live. When I would want to do a live stream, like when it was best time for me, most of you are asleep. And when most of you are awake and able to be online, I am at work. Today is Solal or Lunar New Year, what everybody calls Chinese New Year. Drives me a little crazy now that I live in Korea. You do know most of Asia celebrates that New Year. It's not only Chinese, it's Lunar New Year. Anyway, so, but because it's Lunar New Year, I had a day off. So that's why I'm doing this. But yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for coming out. For those of you who don't know, there's also a live stream over on Way of the Leaf. It's another Wheel of Time podcast, and they're doing a new reader live stream right now as well. Their live streams go on for a while, so you can just search for the Way of the Leaf and head on over there. So yeah, thanks. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Yeah, someone's saying love the channel. Thank you, Chris, and love the Discord. The Discord. Join my Discord. I guess because I threw this together really quickly, there is no description, so I will add a link to my Discord in the description. And yeah, that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully at some point in the future be able to do this again. Yes, I am on tomorrow on Talk Around Riyadh. So, and yes, I will be on the Dusty Wheel soon talking about specifically Marcus Rutherford. So the one actor who's been cast who took over my headcanon. So yes. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Marcus Rutherford is parent. Okay, I got to stop looking at the chat now because you guys keep keeping me here. All right. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you again at some point. All right. Bye. Check out Way of the Leaf. Bye.